everyone, and welcome back to Danganronpa S. In the last episode, we had a little bit of fun with the V3 cast. 2 members from it because time, but, you know, I had a great time. Probably too much of a good time, you know, I loved giving. Let's not go with that word. Oh, no. About to change it to a worse one. I just had a lot of fun voicing Himiko. There we go. That can't be misconstrued in any possible way. Yeah, it was a good time. I also spent, like, maybe 3 hours grinding monocoins. Did not pay off. Like, at all. I am still missing Gundam and Taka cards, which means we're gonna... Well, I mean, you already know. You've seen the thumbnail and the title. Which means we're doing Danganronpa 1 today. I did, however, get 2 more Ultimate cards. Gonta and... Where is she? Peko! I have absolutely no intention of doing Peko. I do not care for her in the slightest. However, I also got her ultimate hype card, Break Attributes, which, I mean, in my free time, I should probably do her, is what I would... God fucking damn it. I should probably do her route, there we go, is what I would say if I wasn't, you know, 2 episodes off of finishing the series. Yeah, is there anything else spectacular? I mean, not really. We got a couple more swimsuits. Oh yeah, I now have every Miyu card. Woo! I do love me some Miyu, and I now have just a fuck ton of presents. Like, seriously. There were at least 2 10 pulls that I did that were just presents. And it's like, God, fuck, man. I know, presents have like a 60% chance to drop, right? Fair enough. But there's like a 10% chance for the rare cards. And for 2 to only have presents? Surely that is statistically unlikely. Oh, well, whatever. I did also get another ultimate hype card, but it was Chihiro. Jesus Christ, I've got a lot of Chihiro cards. It was Chihiro's, but I only have normal Chihiro, so I mean that's not getting done yet. I would have actually. Chihiro would definitely be a candidate for a character to do in this mode if I didn't have the... Or if I did have, like, the higher rank cards and I didn't have Takas, I probably would have done Chihiro. But instead, we're just gonna have normal Taka, and I think I'm gonna follow through with what I said, and we're gonna do Swimsuit Sayaka. I am interested in some others. Weirdly, I'm interested in Junko, purely because I don't know how she functions in this. I mean, last episode I did kind of think, well... is the whole ghost thing with Shuichi about her. Oh, shit. Just dropped my Joy-Con. Hope you didn't hear that. I mean, that was, like, under the mic. I don't think you'd hear it, but maybe you did. Fuck. Or was it Izuru? There we go. Lost my train of thought. Immediately got it back. Mukuro's just cool. I kind of would have liked to do her. Honestly, there's a lot of members of the Danganronpa 1 cast I'd kind of like to do. Well, okay, maybe not that many, but there's a fair few. Alas, I don't have most of their cards, so it's just not gonna happen, unfortunately. At least in this breadth of the series. I will, you know, as I've said, if there's any interest in it, or hell, maybe if just because I want to, we might come back to this one day. Just to see some other routes, see, like, the ending. Probably not get all the cards. But Yeah, so we'll start with Taka, because normal card, and then we'll do Sayaka. And then I'll get on my last grinding session, I guess, so we can try and get a better Gundam card. Because Mihiru's already set. If we get Ultimate Mihiru, it's awesome. But, otherwise she's already set. So, do I have... I have one. I have a single Taka hype card. It's nice art. I like it. I mean, you gotta love Taka's massive, thick eyebrows. They're great. But anyway. Oh yeah, I don't even have every present, which is like the funny thing, right? But like, look at the number of presents I have for some of these. I have got so many of these useless hero balls. So many. Taka, if I remember right, he's also a fortitude tank. If I'm remembering right from the original, so I'll give him the milk puzzle. Why not? Yeah, let's go. Now, we've actually already seen a couple of Taka scenes, so this part might actually be a little bit shorter than the last one, which is surprisingly not the longest episode of this series I've had to put out. Those who put in the effort shall be rewarded. What a wonderful system indeed. Very much conforms to your ideology? Question mark? Sure, yeah. Now, was I right? Yep, he's a fortitude tank. Unfortunately, I already have like 2 of Yutaka, and I am actually using both Himiko and Jataro on the main team. So, yeah, I don't foresee you being on that main team, but, oh well, it's fine. I'm sure you'll get over it, buddy. Probably. You know, I've tried to avoid him. I really have, purely for my throat. But Nekomaru he can't help but show up in like every episode anyway. I mean, I love the guy, but... Expanding one's possibilities. This camp has been a golden opportunity.
You hear me?
Nekomaru, there's something I'd like to ask you.
Oh?
Oh? That's not my voice. There we go. Oh. What is it? I'm ready to answer anything.
In other words...
I ask you then, as the superior manager, what do you think is most important in improving efforts? Assuming you're talking about athletes. Let's see, what's most important? Goals, records, evaluations. As we learned with Himiko yesterday, I like doing things in threes. That sort of cycle. Could you explain in greater detail? Please, Nekomaru, lay upon me your entire life philosophy right now. First, goals. That includes goals that practically feel too absurd to aim for. But also, goals that can be completed today that require just a little push to achieve. I see. So a plan is a necessary foundation. What next? Records! Record your daily results to keep up to date on your present condition.
Pay attention!
When you see your records improving over time, it also serves as a great motivator.
I see.
Can even be applied to studies. I'll be sure to adopt that. And last... Taka, is this just a roundabout way for you to get advice? I mean, Nekomaru's really good at giving it. Obviously, he's the ultimate team manager. He knows what he's talking about. Evaluations. That means assessments by both others and yourself. You must recognize your abilities. Then you have someone you trust go over the results and help to discover a whole new you.
However,
if you can't assess yourself, you'll be anxious. If others don't evaluate you, you can't grow.
Yeah, how much importance one places on an evaluation depends on the athlete. Me? I provide support.
What is it?
And then you record any discoveries from your evaluations, and from there you find new goals.
Yeah.
Actually, perhaps I have been neglecting to go over the evaluations of my peers.
Count on it.
Thank you, Nekomaru. With your help, I should be able to strive even further.
Huh?
What? I didn't do much.
However,
Not like you're an athlete under me anyway. I didn't provide any specific instructions.
show some spirit.
So consider my words mere reference material. Go forth and forge your own path.
And yet you continue to give pretty good advice, Nekomaru. Yes, it was helpful indeed. While attending Hope's Peak, I was helped by others and learned the joy of cooperation. I'll forever make your words a part of who I am. You have my gratitude, Mr. Ultimate Team Manager. I mean, that was another just good Nekomaru scene. I mean, we've been new, I guess. He's just really good at that sort of stuff. What else is there to say?
All right!
Akane? Alright. Alright, time for a swim.
Just hold on.
Stop right there, Akane. You must stretch before entering the water.
Huh?
Man, you're so annoying. Do you always have to be so nitpicky?
That's wrong.
Did you just say nitpicky? Doing warm-ups is most certainly not being nitpicky. It's common sense. And good practice for all exercise, but swimming especially. And stretching afterwards as well. You should also do that.
That's enough.
I mean, if it weren't for Nekomaru, you'd never be able to manage yourself. Well, yeah, that is canon, actually. She's like famously sloppy and I guess impromptu, but that's not quite the word I was looking for with her gymnastic routines, so... What's wrong with that? Managing me is the old dude's job, ain't it?
Just hold on.
Calling him an old dude? Akane, watch yourself. Just because you have a manager doesn't mean you can neglect taking care of yourself. And it's not like you're the only one Nekomaru is managing, right?
You hear me?
You'll only end up causing extra trouble for Nekomaru at this rate.
So annoying.
Ah, shut up. I get it already. You get off my back if I do some damn stretches. Jeez.
Yes, as long as you understand. Allow me to perform warm-ups beside you. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4.
You.
Hey, that's wrong. You need to do it more like this. Stretching the muscle. You need to do it like this. Stretching the muscle more. See?
Oh, like this?
Huh?
Wrong. Oh, wrong. You're never loosen up like that. Here, let me help. I mean, it tracks that she would know how to do it, I guess. She just doesn't like to. And Taka's, I mean, evidently. I mean, this is also, we've been new. We saw him in the sauna in Danganronpa. Taka's like a fit guy, but he's not a, you know, sporty guy, I don't think. Ow! That hurts, Akane! Ouch!
What?
Damn, you're Damn, you're stiff as a board. Here you are nagging me when you can't even do it yourself. You sink like an anchor at this rate. Come on, bossy boy, stretch more. This too shall pass. Yes, I mean, that'll happen if you don't do your stretches. It hurts a lot. It's very painful. I would know.
Got it.
Well, I mean, Hero just makes sense, but I wonder why Samugi's here. I mean, there's always one, right? That's like, I wouldn't have thought of that. Hurry it up! Take out everything you're concealing. This is everything, dude. This is all I have today. I'm serious, man.
What's going on? Now, if Yasuhiro is involved, I can already imagine.
You hear me?
Just so you know, this isn't a shakedown. It's a random inspection exclusively for Yasuhiro. I have no idea when he'll be carrying that good kush on him.
Help me!
Isn't it impressive to single me out, man? Help me out here, Smooks!
I understand.
Sorry, but even without a backstory, I'm pretty sure Kiyotaka is in the right.
Why, man? All I was doing was offering unbeatable bargains for quality goods, dude.
That's wrong!
First, running a business in the academy is prohibited unless it's related to your talent.
Like how Teru serves food at the cafeteria, or how Heathamy sells comics. We went through all the proper channels first. Didn't you apply to do fortune-telling, Yasuhiro?
Why?
But you never applied to sell goods. Is it because you didn't think you'd get approved?
Smooks, you Judas, man. I guess I'm not surprised since you look like you're on the student council.
That's enough!
I mean, she does. She does, to be fair.
Don't judge others by their appearance. That could be considered sexual harassment in some contexts.
I mean, I guess technically not wrong, Taka, but well, actually, maybe I wouldn't necessarily put it past Hero. So never mind. Perhaps appropriate.
Hey, come on.
Yeah. You're too straight, Kiyotaks. I feel like you're extra strict with me, dude.
Someone has to be.
That's probably because it's true.
Got it!
Anyway, I'll be compensating the crystal ball, bracelet, vase, and ornaments. Please handle them with care, dude. Those are all primo high-value items, man.
Yeah.
You know, I may not be a sucker, but that crystal ball, that belonged to all the greats of the world. All of history, dude. Yeah, that sounds legit.
Yeah. Looks like my imagination was spot on. Not that I'm particularly happy about that.
Yeah, well, Jesus Christ, Taka, your fortitude's already looking pretty good there, buddy. The rest of your stat spread's not looking so great, though, for setting you apart. Himiko is weirdly, like, my best, obviously not offensively, but weirdly, like, my most versatile character, although I do very much regret putting poison on her. Because, look, I don't do I just set it to auto-battle on, like, low rank or low level stages and just let it go, and she always prioritizes using poison, and it's like, please stop. If the poison kills the enemy, we don't get the rewards. Please, Himiko. You guys don't even care. You don't. Yeah, you bastards. What are some ideas you have for unlocking new potential in your talent?
Potential. I've always believed that hard work leads to infinite potential. Right, why don't I demonstrate just how powerful my vision for the world truly is?
I strive to build a pure and just society. I'll create a world where no hard worker suffers. I'll build a society with hope for our children. I mean, this seems pretty Taka. And I'm gonna go with the middle one.
Hey.
Communism! Let's go, Taka! You've always said that you want to create a society where hard work always pays off.
Count on it!
Indeed! That's what a healthy society is all about. I believe that you'll approve of my ideology.
You're right.
Yeah. I agree, I think society would be better off like that too.
Without a doubt.
Well, I think that society would be better off like that too.
I knew you'd understand. I'd be delighted if you'd lend me a hand.
What?
Huh? Me?
I've always wondered about how the reserve course was run. As a regular student of the academy, I never really had any way of
You
knowing.
hear me?
Even so, it's my impression that it's not run in any healthy sort of manner. I'll start by changing Hope's Peak Academy, which has a major impact on the country's future.
You understand?
And is very near and dear to my heart.
You really think hard work can change everything? You really think hard work can change everything? God, sorry, Taka, I'm having a really tough time delivering my lines today. I'm sorry.
Of course! It would be splendid indeed if you could help me. What am I saying? I need your help! You're the only student familiar with both the normal curriculum and reserve course.
Got it.
That's true. I'll think on it.
I worked hard toward gaining a supporter. I feel like I've gotten a step closer to my ideal world.
Yeah, I like that one actually. I don't remember if those two had any scenes in the original, but I feel like they really should have. Because they complement each other ideology-wise quite well, I think. Popping Sayaka in with these two? I mean, okay. Man, the Sayaka route's gonna be real short, huh?
Just like Shirokuma said, it looks like this place has been taken over as the children's base.
That makes sense why that music plays on that island.
By the way,
Yeah, we hardly ever come here after all. It's an ideal hideout for those adult-hating kids.
hey, come on.
Man, what a mess. I know this ain't reality, but do they have to be such slobs? Children cannot live off of junk food and juice. They need they need Territory's nutritional guidance. Stat!
Listen.
It's fun to make a secret base as a kid, I can understand that. It's a unique and fun atmosphere too, so it's probably more comfortable for them than the hotel.
But wouldn't staying in such a dim place be bad for their eyes? Would one even be able to rest here? Whatever the case, it can't be healthy.
That's true.
Damn, Mondo took the words right out of my mouth. And true enough, Taka, that's... The eye strain of, like, living here would probably be pretty fucking bad.
True enough, but can we really just take their hideout from them?
That doesn't feel right, no. Even us entering unannounced might be enough to upset them.
Should we have a meeting? At minimum, they need to clean up their mess and spend less time here.
Okay.
Right, we can let them play here, but I think we need to establish some rules.
I see.
Then we are in agreement. Sayaka, always the voice of reason.
Hey,
Then should we just leave for now and come back another time? I'm unsatisfied with leaving it a mess.
But
Why do these three have, like, weird... They're well, not bouncing off of each other so well. Maybe they're so in sync, I guess. And I would not... I don't know, I guess I just wouldn't have profiled Sayaka that way. But... I mean, she has consistently surprised me in, like, all of these scenes, so... That would... The shoulder... Well, you know... But it would have worked a lot better if, you know... Put a face cam on, but... Look, I do it a lot. Not the shrug... Well, yeah, shrugging, but... There are plenty of visual gags. Quote, unquote. So...
Yeah, sorry guys, this just got a little bit awkward. I just went on a tangent there.
Yes, but if you touch their belongings, you might hurt their self-esteem.
huh?
They need to deal with it themselves. Otherwise they'll never learn to clean up, right?
Count on it.
Well...
Precisely! And it is decided! Let us withdraw without touching anything.
This
Jeez,
sucks.
I never thought the day would come when I have to worry about looking after kids.
I'm a little surprised myself, but I feel like we can't just leave these kids be.
That, I mean... Yeah, I really would not have put Sayaka in there, but I mean, she fit. All three people, very concerned for those around them. In their own levels of, I guess, strictness, but I guess in their own ways. I kind of want a longer scene with those guys, to be honest. I really want to extract the juice from that scene, you know? It's an interesting idea. I wish that one was longer. I need to see more from this apparently team parents, you know? Like, I wouldn't have proposed them as a throuple, but hey, if it works, it works. What can I say? Oh ho ho! Now, if this isn't a follow-up, I mean, I see Shogi here, and it is referencing the scenes from the original. So I hope this is a part 3 follow-up.
I played Shogi with you countless times while attending Hope's Peak Academy, but... What say you? Care to try your hand at something else this time?
Well,
Oh my. I never expected you to make such a suggestion.
Got it! Even I'm capable of a bit of imagination on a trip like this. To make our time here truly productive, we should have a slight change of pace.
Reasoning aside, what manner of match did you have in mind?
In other words,
This right here, a video game.
oh,
Oh my, I didn't know you played the games.
Well, I didn't, but in my free time events with Makoto, we kind of had a little bit of a discussion about that, and I figured I should branch out a little bit. Is that surprising? Well, it is true that I once believed that games interfered with studies.
hear me?
After witnessing Chiaki's steady efforts day after day, my mind was eventually changed.
well,
So, which game did you have in mind? Not that it matters, my victory is assured regardless. Do not challenge me to Mario Party. I will absolutely destroy you. Through absolutely no effort on my part.
Count on it.
The game's here. It seems we can play shogi, chess, or even mahjong.
so then,
Would those truly be much different from the shogi matches we played previously?
Who can say? But it feels like a different experience, and your luck may differ as well.
I see. So those are the differences you meant.
Count on it.
Precisely. Now let us begin.
Electronic game or otherwise, it's all the same to me. I shall win every round, as always. I like that. Short, simple, and sweet, but a direct reference to the original talent development plan, and showing a little bit of progression on Taka's part. Ah! That's the shit I live for! There's definitely not gonna be, like, you know, the Christmas version of that scene where there's, like, a part 2 where Taka and Celeste draw and she kinda gets a little pissy about it. But, you know, I still enjoy it, you know, maybe fingers crossed Celeste and Taka have a scene together at some point, you know? Fingers crossed.
Why so hunched, Gonta? Does your stomach hurt?
No.
No, Gonta fine. Gonta's simply greeting bugs in sea. Bugs? Are there bugs in the sea?
Technically, yeah. I don't really know the differences. Or, well, maybe not differences isn't quite the right word. I don't really know the specifications of a lot of, like, marine bugs. I mean, to be fair, I'm not an entomologist myself. I don't really know that much about bugs generally, but specifically marine insects, I don't really know anything about them.
I suppose this is a virtual world. Ah, that reminds me. I think I saw mosquitoes last night. They put bugs native to Jabberwock Island here just for Gonta. Monocubs say they're not real bugs, but for Gonta, bugs very real.
I see.
I see. For your assignment, the existence of bugs here would be positively indispensable. So it was all to help Gonta. In which case, I must endure this itching on my arms and legs.
Hey.
Oh, mosquitoes must really like Kiyotaka. Won't I give you the ointment for that later?
I'm very happy right now.
Really? That would be most helpful. Oh, please, Gonta. Hook a brother up. Granted, living in the UK, I don't get bitten by mosquitoes, I get bitten by gnats, but, you know. Oh, look out! There's bug under your foot! Oops, pardon me. It's awfully rude to your friend there. Oh, good day, sir, hermit crab. My mistake. I know you're not an insect, but, I can't think of any sand bugs. Even at the sea, there are insects. I had no idea. I've clearly lacked my biology studies. Oh, you expect bugs in mountain, not sea. But many bugs actually live at sea.
Hey.
Bug hide in sand or plants on beach. Look closely and give warm hello to bug.
I see.
Very well. The sight of bugs in a bright and open place may be somewhat more welcoming as well. Isn't it wonderful? Gonta will be so happy if Kiyotaka get along with Gonta's friends. You know, more than anything, it's so weird that in an English version of the game, no one calls him Taka. It's always Kiyotaka. Same with, like, Hero. It's always Yasuhiro. I'm so used to the short names.
thanks to the translation, or I guess localization, technically, because if it was translated, it would be Kiyotaka. Well, actually, it'd probably be Ishimaru, wouldn't it? They'd probably call him Ishimaru most of the time if it were translated. Localized, they changed it to Taka. There we go. Gotta work my way through what the profession actually does, you know? Well, that's the link to Rantaro. I'm not sure why Mr. Imposter is here, but we'll see, I guess.
Yes! Splendid! I see you've been studying diligently even away from school, Rentaro.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I couldn't slack off knowing you've made homework and quizzes for me, Kiyotaka.
I think these two had a scene about this, right, in the original as well? I'm pretty sure. I'll be honest, like, the one Taka scene I remember most distinctly, or friendship event, I should say, that I remember most distinctly from Taka is when he fucking roasts Kazuichi over his fashion sense. Which, I mean, deserved, to be fair. As much as it makes sense, it's pretty garish.
I see.
Oh, quizzes from Kiyotaka, you say? Intriguing. Can I bother you to make one for me as well?
I'm very happy right now.
Ah, for one with a... Yeah. Sorry. I just kind of stopped in the middle of the sentence there. For one with a passion for learning, say no more. I'm thrilled to study alongside kindred spirits. My education prior to high school was inadequate, so I'd like to make up for it now. Byakuya,
Got it!
you can count on me! I'll be there alongside you, cheering on your effort with all my might.
How should I put this?
But judging from your test results, Byakuya, you shouldn't seem to be lacking in education.
Wow, impressive.
Did you study that much all on your own? It's quite impressive. That's a given, while borrowing Byakuya Togami's likeness. Just imagine him with poor grades. True enough. I can't imagine it's easy becoming another person entirely. Byakuya, your efforts deserve rewarding. Living a lie is far from an admirable life. I don't even know how to respond. Such blatant disrespect for your studies. And yet you're clearly respectful of your studies. Kiyotaka, you're making a mountain out of a molehill.
Don't worry.
Molehill? Well, that's a strange thing to get wrong, molehill. Simply acknowledging my life up to now and supporting me is all I can ask
That's
for.
right.
My talent is my own burden to bear. You need not concern yourself with it.
So insured.
Right, so let's cherish our study time together while we can. Side by side.
Just some boys being dudes right there. I always wish Taka had a solo scene with the imposter there to draw that out just a little bit more, you know? But yeah, as is, I'm not like disappointed by that scene or anything. There's a festival happening soon where you can try things unrelated to your talent. It has been decided that I am to do an outdoor mime performance for the festival.
I see!
How have we never heard of this?
The festival is part of camp. That's an official school function. I must put my everything into it.
Maybe I'll practice with the older Byakuya. Perhaps Mihiru can be of assistance. Maybe Junko could give me some advice. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's a performance. The older Byakuya. I assume that's the imposter, right? Because he would technically be in the class ahead. But based on the logic of this game, they're all in like the same... Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna go with Junko, though.
Hold on a sec.
No, you're gonna lose your balance. Pay attention to, your center of gravity.
I see!
Understood. How does this look?
And plus,
Getting there. Now, extend your focus to the tips of your fingers, or you'll look totally amateur.
What does this mean?
Yes, ma'am. How's this? Thanks to Junko's drill sergeant instruction, my performance improved drastically. That's exactly what I wanted from that. We've got more strength. Taka, you don't have good strength. Please stop getting those fragments. It's been a wild ride, but our time here is almost over. We're having a bonfire as a send-off.
Count on it.
What an invaluable and informative time I had! Straying from my comfort zone was so refreshing. Glad to have worked with the other Byakuya. I enjoyed speaking with child prodigies. Discussing the reserve course was enjoyable. You know what? I did say I wanted to see a single scene here. So let's do it. I ponder the significance of us doing a street performance together for one whole night. Were these two were doing the mime thing together, weren't they?
Count on it.
But the act itself was quite rewarding. Presenting the fruits of our labors was emotional indeed.
Listen.
It had been a while since I'd done something new without borrowing the skills of others. But when we succeeded without the need of borrowing skills... Indeed, I too was jubilant. It was as though I realized for the first time that I was capable of such a thing myself.
You hear me?
With ample effort, people can accomplish practically anything. I firmly believe this. I discussed field trip memories with Byakuya. That was pretty sweet for Byakuya. He's had some pretty good scenes all around as well, just from when he's been sprinkled in. I've really enjoyed his ones too.
Got it.
The fruits of my labors may be small today, but they shall be my foundation for the future.
Hope fragment. Yeah, Taka's exactly how I thought he'd be. He's Himiko, but worse, unfortunately. So, he's definitely not making the team, but his stats are looking not bad, to be fair. It's just a shame about the skill slots and the fact that because he's so low rank a card, he gets barely any hope fragments. Alright, and to end us off, which I'm actually making fairly good time. Taka's didn't even take me an hour. I mean, it took me like 50 minutes, but it didn't even take me an hour, so... I mean, Sayaka's is definitely going to be way less as well, because we've already seen like half of her scenes. Now, we do have two... Oh yeah, I got a shit ton of these. I don't know if I got this one during this, but I got a shit ton of these ones. During my pull sessions yesterday. These are really cute. Like, I love these. This is adorable. And the equipment stats... Oh, that's also adorable. Oh, I love that. This is the... I think that's the same... Is that the same one as Taka? Kingen? Yeah. Oh, that Sayaka one is adorable. I love that. That's so cute. Yeah, that's... Is this game making me like a Sayaka fan? I don't know, but, I mean, let's give her a go. I actually don't remember what Sayaka's build is. I don't imagine she's a tank. So yeah, I'm very curious, what I'm gonna be thrown here. Yeah, I'll just go for that. I think that's... Just increasing her base attributes is pretty good. Pretty aight. I wonder what kind of idol I'll be when this is all over and I've graduated. Probably a more rounded and better one? I mean, that tends to be the point of this, you know? I mean, hey, look, if that's what Taka took away from the whole experience, not about being an idol. I don't think Taka's an idol. You know, maybe it's the same for you. Yeah. Yeah, she's like a mixed build. I mean, she's a fucking balanced type. So she does just have good defense, but she's all around just quite balanced. I imagine, if I'm remembering right, because I used her for a little bit, I think, in the original talent development plan, Monokuma dungeon runs. I think she's like a slightly more tanky mage build, I think is what ends up happening with Sayaka, but I suppose I will see. With that, I mean, the friendship events do drastically change how they perform, and I do love that about this. That every every individual character, despite the fact that they fall into like a specific archetype and will have the same base stats as someone else in that archetype, because of their friendship events, everyone has unique stats. Granted, I don't think it matters as much in this game. I imagine you can get everyone to like 999 on everything. But you probably need like equipment for that, right? From the battle section. I don't imagine you can 999 your stats here. At least not without some heavy rigging and favoritism. Like maybe some specific characters can do it. Like maybe Nagito, Makoto, and Rantaro with their luck stats. I assume that Rantaro is still in the Lucky Boys balanced group. But I don't know.
You see,
Peko, huh?
I hope you don't mind me saying so, but you have really pretty skin, Peko. I've never quite seen fair skin as unique and lovely before.
you see.
No, wait. She didn't mean it. She didn't mean it like that. She didn't see she's seen fair skin as lovely as that before. Okay. Never mind, my bad. You know, actually, looking at Peko's sprite, actually, yeah, no, we probably didn't, did we? We didn't, despite the fact that we've seen her wear this, obviously, because it was in Danganronpa 2. We never actually saw sprites for it, did we? Which makes sense, because she had, like, her hair wet, so they'd have to do something else with that as well. Oh yeah, no, I don't think we ever saw this, did we? Because I'm looking at it now, and I don't remember any of these, or this sprite, or portrait, I should say. Really now? As far as fair skin goes, I think you're far more deserving of that description. Well, I mean, she's fair, but you're, like, pale, you know? It is a bit different.
Thank you for the compliment, but you're the subject right
Hey,
now. You can't deflect. Can't go like, doo 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 with your little sword, with my words. Despite the fact that that is actually technically a mechanic in Danganronpa, huh? With rebuttal showdowns. But that wasn't in my game. In fact, I didn't even make it to a trial, so I wouldn't know even if it was in my game. Tell me, what's your secret?
Well,
Nothing particular. I'm often active at night and early morning, which may explain my paleness. So it's your lifestyle, huh? Wow, if you stay up so late, that makes it all the more amazing. That's always unfair. Are you sure you're not doing anything special?
hey.
Sayaka, personal space. What's going on, really?
Hey,
Oh, sorry. You're easy to talk to, so I guess I got a little too comfortable.
Wow, I imagine not very many people say that. Well, I don't know, maybe they do, because Peko's like a little cold and standoffish. But she's not like super standoffish. She's not like Fuyuhiko. She's not like Fuyuhiko, where it's like they're kind of cool, distant, and aloof. But like Fuyuhiko's kind of a dick about it. At least, you know, when you first get to meet him. Whereas Peko's is a little more approachable. So you know what? Maybe I can see that actually, Sayaka.
what?
Me? Easy to talk to. You actually remind me a little of the leader of my idol group.
You see,
She's the one furthest to the left whenever we're on TV. Do you know who I mean?
Isn't she the girl on Sayaka's like what were they called? They were the hit lists in Ultra Despair Girls. Is it that one? She's the one on the far left, right? I mean, she has like the super serious face, so I can kind of see it.
I apologize.
I'm sorry, I'm not really familiar with any of the members except for you.
Yes.
But I find it impossible to believe that someone in your group would be similar to me at all.
But
You really are similar. She's the most adult-like, the most cool, most reliable. That describes you pretty well, right?
however,
I'm hardly someone to be relied upon. If I must prioritize something over my friends, I will.
okay.
See, that humility just makes you seem more reliable.
You see,
Talk is cheap, right? You do what needs doing without talking up anything. I really need to make up for depending on others all the time.
yes.
Forget about me. You should rely on your idol friends.
If she is similar, I know she'd be happy. Which, yeah, that was actually quite nice. I like that. That was very sweet. And just another nice show of Sayaka. But you know what? It was actually a pretty nice show of Peko too. Which is, I guess, a bit of a surprise, I guess. I mean, I said it earlier this episode, ironically enough. I'm not really, I don't care for Peko, like, at all. But it was a nice little showing there. So, apparently Kokichi crashed this Danganronpa 1 meeting of the minds right here. Oh god. Oh, choked on air there. Jesus Christ.
Sorry to keep you waiting. It took longer than expected to get ready.
Nah, girl, no bigs. We're still waiting on a couple of stragglers anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. Makoto, come now. You have Kyoko. Calm yourself. Oh, what's gotten into you now, Makoto? Enraptured by the sight of Sayaka, are you? No, I'm just basking in the greatness? Yeah, that sounds pretty smitten, alright. I mean, maybe, yes, probably. Alright, Makoto, Jesus. No need to squirm. Anyone be head over heels for an international sensation in her bikini. I mean, have you ever seen, like, cheesy, shitty tabloids, Makoto? People go bananas over this stuff.
Hey!
Go on, tell her what you think. She's dying from the anticipation.
Hey!
Oh, for the... Like, shut up, man. You're only making it harder for the poor boy.
Hey!
Yay! Get him, Mukuro! Fucking, like, grab the scrawny little bitch, give him a little really rough knuckling of the head. It'll be great. Hey, Sayaka.
Hi, Makoto.
Have you seen what they're serving at the beach hut? I wasn't expecting it to be so extravagant. Why don't we go try out the shaved ice while we're waiting for everyone else to show up?
Yeah.
Yeah, good idea. I'm in. Hello? Man, I haven't swum like that in ages. And Kaizo and Himiko buried in the sand was hilarious.
Sorry.
I'm just so sorry. Going to leave to go play without unbury you.
Oh no. Well, at least they had each other for company.
Yeah, it's fine. Okay, let's go back. I'm starving after all that running around.
Okay.
Come on, Makoto, we should head back too. I can't remember the last time I got to play at the beach like this. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Hey.
So hey, Sayaka, I completely missed my chance before, but that swimsuit is lovely on you.
Makoto.
Thank you so much. I just get paraded around in their swimsuits all the time, so I was afraid you might not care.
No, of course not.
No.
I mean, I care about more than the swimsuit, of course, but it does look great too.
I'm glad to hear it.
You know I commented on it, because obviously it's the one from the anime, but I do like Sayaka's as well. It's fairly simple, but, you know, it's got that little extra something, you know? Because a lot of the girls are just wearing bikinis, and, you know, a lot of them are quite simple. But, like, the shawl, I guess, around her waist adds a little something to it. The bow and ruffles on the top. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. It looks nice. God damn it, Makoto. Get you horny bastard. Although I immediately, since playing Danganronpa, I have played several times Tokyo Mirage sessions, and I was immediately reminded of the fact that the main character of that game, his best friend, is a blue-haired girl who becomes an idol. And he's like the generic paste man. You know, copy and paste man, I should say. Anime protagonist kun. And I just got some flashbacks. Except that they're definitely, well, you could probably ship him, Itsuki, with, like, anyone in the cast. Which is very Makoto, I suppose. It tends to just be how it goes with them. But him and Tsubasa, absolutely. But, you know, a little bit different here. We gun for the Nigiri in this house. Not, I guess it'd be Naizono? Yeah. That does actually, damn, that is actually quite good. Takes the Maizono, turns into Naizono. That's pretty good. Oh, that's pretty good, actually. Okay, moving on from that. Oh, Sayaka, out for an early run? I didn't realize I had, like, 3 Hajime scenes I skipped, because I knew I was gonna do the other characters in the scenes later. Like, jeez. And Hajime still had, like, one of my favorite routes, Jesus.
Good morning,
You
Hajime.
see,
Exercise is a habit of mine. I'm jittery all day if I skip it.
Yeah.
Idols seem like they have limitless energy, but I'm sure that's the result of a ton of effort.
okay,
When it comes to building your body, it's slow and steady, with emphasis on the steady.
but
I guess I emphasize the slow part too, but yeah, all idols work hard to stay fit.
No.
I mean, you have to, when you're on stage for that long, you know? It's like, idol concerts aren't, I mean, all concerts aren't just like that, but idols don't usually have the luxury of, you know, getting to sit still because they, like, play an instrument or something. I mean, hell, actually, some people can very easily get away with just, like, standing still on stage, hold the microphone, and do that, and, you know, that works. I think it's a certain type of performance that's generally expected with that sort of, I don't know, way of performing, I guess. But yeah, no, idols gotta be active on stage. It's a pretty well-known part of the industry, I think. I mean, the idol industry gets picked apart all the fucking time, and rightfully so, to be fair. In fact, I kind of did right at the start of Danganronpa, which was many, many years ago. I don't think the idol industry has really changed that much at all, to be honest. Which is kind, you know, speaking, this is a little off topic. Speaking of idols, right? Recently, there's been this whole, like, wow, look at this. We've trained AI models to, like, sing, I guess, basically, in the style of other musicians that already exist, right? And I can't help but be like, yeah, Vocaloids have existed for many years at this point. Miku is apparently the way of the future. But, like, I don't know, in the same breath, that sort of shit has existed for a really long time. It has not overtaken real artists, like, at all. So I don't... Now, to be fair, yeah, Vocaloids are, like, completely different to that, because they are more like characters, right? They don't emulate other, like, existing artists. So it is different. I'm not going to pretend they're the same thing. But, I don't know, like... We'd bring this up on the Sayaka route, huh? I mean, at least it relates to, like, the music, idol stuff, but... I mean, this is how Chihiro's worming his way in. After well, not accidentally. He wasn't really in the cards to begin with, but he could have been. Yeah, no, I don't know. I don't ever really see a world where AI takes over every, like, creative practice. Like, but no, not even really in the mainstream, right? Because people like the people bit more than the AI bit, right? Like, no one worth your time is sitting there like, oh yeah, AI is superior to humans. You know, in the sense of, like, I would rather consume AI-created material than human created. They exist. Those people do exist. And they should just be quietly brushed under the rug of all reality. So it'll never really fade. It's more so there for convenience, right? I think that's the same for AI art, right? Like, no one's out here really being like, AI art is superior and should replace human art, you know? I don't know. It's a complicated topic, I appreciate. Well, there's the thing. I think people think that it is complicated. I don't think it's really that deep. Because at the end of the day, I know that there's the whole thing of like, well, how do you tell the difference? People should say. It should be expected that you say, I created this versus AI created this. You can create something using AI, but the AI still created it. The AI needs to have the credit. Cite your sources and such. That's my point of view. Perhaps a little too idealistic. People just don't credit that shit and they say, I did it. But yeah, you can tell, right? No matter how good that shit gets, you can tell. Anyway, back to this. Slow or not, I'm impressed. Exercising is kinda like indirect effort or something? Indirect?
Yeah.
I'm sure you need to be in shape for all those intense performances, but for instance, a martial artist works out to get stronger, a musician practices singing or an instrument.
Right.
But this feels a bit different to me. Well, yeah, I kind of get that, Hajime. It's not like... I think not knowing necessarily about general performance expectations, it's like... Yeah, I wouldn't think... Idol? Oh, yeah. Hard day at the gym. Yeah. That makes sense to me.
I kinda get what you mean.
Hey,
Basically, that working out isn't something I necessarily need to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yet here you are working hard. You must really love being an idol.
I certainly do. I can say that much with confidence. It's just that you can't just do what you love and nothing else. Does that make sense?
Maybe? No, I get it. Oh, I get that.
you see,
There are very few people who do what they enjoy for a living and never run into trouble. From frustrating incidents to fights with coworkers and just plain jobs from hell.
But-
None of these examples are uncommon, and yet I'd never think about quitting my idol career. In fact, my conversation with Kodako is kind of all about that. Oh, I must have sounded so full of myself. No, that's very true, Sayaka, very true. I mean, even outside of a job, just doing what you love, it doesn't always work out. There needs to be something more. Hell, even to the degree of I love video games. If I just play those all day, man, I get sick because I wouldn't get any sun. And I have done that before. 2019, baby. I played 3 Houses, Fire Emblem, for just so long that I was so ill after like not a couple of months. That's a little too long. But like after about a month of barely going outside, my body was so fucked.
Hey.
Not at all. You're really something, Sayaka.
Yeah.
I'm glad we talked. I'm sorry for hogging up so much of your valuable time, though. Don't worry, Hajime, I did that way worse. I just made this a 2.5-hour video.
It's fine. I really get to talk to anyone about this kind of stuff. I'm glad we talked too.
okay.
Anyway, see you at breakfast.
Doing what you love, huh? Yeah. That's Chiaki for you, right, buddy? Yeah, I had to get something like that in. Something.
Hey,
Oh. Hello, Kyo?
Ah, Korekio. Those books you recommended were a big help. Thank you so much.
You see, I'm delighted to hear that. Some of the books were quite high level. I'm curious as to your thoughts.
They made me realize just how little I know. But that aside, I learned a whole lot.
Curious that an idol such as yourself would take an interest in the origins of classical theatre.
No, I mean, she loves the subject. I can't blame her for wanting to know a little more about it.
Let's see.
Might this be for an upcoming work?
Sorry.
Sorry, I can't talk about it quite yet. So yes. But since I have to consult you for more advice further down the road, or may have to,
But that's why.
you'll be the first one to hear about it once I can. Then I shall look forward to that day.
Beautiful.
I admire your attitude toward your work, Sayaka. Proactively pursuing studies in unknown fields. Idol is truly a dream job, but now and then people look down on it as vapid. I'm just an idol, but I want to put some real substance into my performance.
Excellent.
Splendid. I shall support you all the more.
That's good.
If you're interested, you should listen to my new single that came out last month.
I see, yes.
Indeed, some exposure to modern-day idol worship would surely be of great benefit to me.
Yes.
And I am certain my sister would take a liking to your music as well, Sayaka. I hope so. If you're interested, why don't you listen to it together with your sister? Oh, Sayaka. Oh, Sayaka, Sayaka, Sayaka. You poor bean. Does she know? Does she know? No, obviously not. No one knows.
Well...
This makes sense. You were the one looking at this during the anime. I think I've died and gone to heaven. Is Teru gonna show up? Is he? Because he was there too. What is it, Kazuichi?
Well...
Yo, sorry for staring.
Hey.
It just kind of struck me that I'm standing right next to a famous idol wearing a swimsuit.
Whoa!
Whoa, I didn't mean to sound like a creep. I meant it more out of admiration or something. Oh yeah, I did Kazuichi's route, so I knew this scene was a thing. I guess I skipped it as well. Hardly that special. Besides, everyone is wearing a swimsuit right now.
Well...
That makes it even crazier. You've got an idol, a fashionista, and even a real-life princess. It just feels so extravagant. But everyone comes to you to fix down broken machines, right?
Huh?
Me? I mean, sure, I do what I can. What about it, though? That seemed like a bit of a non sequitur to
You
me.
see,
An environment where an ultimate mechanic can fix whatever you need is pretty extravagant to me. Yeah. I guess it's all about perspective. Then there's Kirumi, who makes tea, Teru always letting us sample new menu items, and we can listen to Kaede's piano at lunch. Everything in our daily lives is extravagant. Damn. You may be onto something. We're all living in extravagance. Plus, I'm featured in plenty of swimsuit magazines and calendars. It's hardly anything special.
Hey!
Hey, can't say I mind. There's still plenty that's still plenty special in my eyes. Interesting. Not much else to say to that one, but kind of interesting. That'll be a new one.
Oh, yes! Swimming in a beautiful ocean and soaking in a heavenly hot spring. Ah, this is good.
There's another one I skipped over for you, Sayaka. Isn't it? I'm worried about what will happen once I return to the real world if I get used to this.
what?
Oh, is this a cooler?
Huh? You're right. Did someone forget it?
It would seem.
No, it has Kaito's name on it along with a note that says to take whatever you want. And inside is... Wow, there's drinks! And bite-sized ice cream! Damn, Kaito, alright, buddy.
Cold juice and ice cream in a hot spring? Sign me up!
Snacking in a bath is gauche, but I must admit it just tastes better like this.
Anyway,
The note is in Kaito's handwriting, so it's unlikely that it's someone's prank. So it should be safe to eat.
okay.
Oh, yes, I will! I haven't gone to the beach hut today and I so deserve this. Oh, so I deserve this. That kind of does change things a little bit, huh?
I'll have some too. What about you, Kyoko?
It's true.
Well, I suppose the occasional sweet can't hurt. I mean, that was just a little bit of wholesome girl time, huh? Why not, right? Have a chill little scene. I mean, Sayaka's had so many bangers. Have a nice little chill one. Why not? What are some ideas you have for unlocking new potential in your talent? Unlocking new potential? I could go global, or I could experiment with new styles. I have lots of really simple ideas like that, but I don't think that's what they mean. My potential. The path I choose. My future as an idol? What's my life going to be like as an adult? What can I contribute to the idol industry? How can I make this into a lifelong career? It's very, very difficult to be an idol for your whole life. The appeal kind of is that you're young and beautiful. Kind of interested in all of them, though, to be honest. I feel like this is gonna be one of the kids, but let's go with it. At some point, the public could grow tired of me, and that would be the end of this wonderful dream. I came to Hope's Peak so I could keep my group together forever, to guarantee we'd stay relevant. I always thought that just graduating was enough. But is it really?
Yo!
Oh dear. Sup, Sayaka? What's with the death glare? Smile, girl! Need to take your mind off things for a bit? Cause I was just about to hit the beach.
Sorry.
No, I'll pass. I was just thinking about the future. Oh! Well, you got that shit in the bag. It's #1 idol till the end of time for you, dude. Do you really believe that?
What?
What? Well... I mean, actually, I was just flirting with you, cause... You know, I want a piece of everything, but,
You see?
do you mind if I ask you something? You said you were gonna start baseball back up, right? If, hypothetically, if another player with incredible skills showed up alongside you, and that person was better at everything from playing to entertaining fans, what would you do?
Huh?
First off, there's no one out there as freaking badass as me, but hypothetically speaking, I wouldn't really do anything. If it happens, it happens.
Huh?
What?
Hey, listen.
I don't mean like I'm cool with losing. Hell no. I'll beat his ass if he gets more ass than me. Okay, you know what? I may hate you, Leon. That's a pretty good line. But it's not like he's a real person, so there's no point working myself up about it.
My bad, my bad.
Not to dismiss what you're saying, of course not, but why don't we continue this at the beach? Persistent as ever, I see. I will say, I am feeling a little bit better now. Like a teeny tiny weight has been lifted. After Leon left the beach, I spent some time alone thinking about the future. Good, you didn't give in to him. Yeah, that was actually pretty good. You know what? Thanks, Leon. You actually provided us with a pretty good scene. And relevant talent fragments, because as it turns out, Sayaka is a little more physically inclined than magically. She is still a fortitude tank, though.
Hey.
Ah, the music gang. I mean, they had I think it was just one scene together, but I think like individually had some scenes in the original. When you, oh god, yeah, and like Sayaka and Kaide have the same voice. Oops. When you're soaking in the bath, do you get melodies playing in your head? For me, it's my favorite classical music, pop tunes, even music that doesn't exist yet.
Yes! Heck yeah, I do! Sometimes even come up with entire songs in the bath!
Wow, really? Oh, we're just like the great thinkers. Like you two, I can't compose music in my head alone. But new songs I practice do get stuck in my head, and sometimes I can't help but sing along.
A live performance by Sayaka in the hottest bath venue around? Hell yeah, sign me up!
Baths really do work wonders. Even if you're exhausted, it clears your head so quickly.
Oh!
Yeah, and sometimes it gets you amped!
Yeah!
In fact, I'm feeling amped right now! The melodies just aren't stopping! Bum ba bum. And when I come with the guitar, all like BYOW! Oh, I like that! If only I had a piano here, I'd improvise and play along. La la la, dum dee dum.
Sorry.
Ah, that was a bunch of silly nonsense. Sorry for interrupting you, Ibuki.
No problem.
No, that was a sick groove! Oh, dum dee dum and then yeah!
Pointing!
Come on, you sing along too, Kaede.
Huh?
Huh? Me too? Okay. And a do to the ray to the yeah, baby! Ah, thank you very much. How lovely. Singing isn't my forte, so it's kinda embarrassing, but every once in a while, it's pretty fun.
That... Just having some fun. I do live for that sort of thing. And goddamn, that was a lot of fortitude. I mean, I think they are all variety type, right? So I guess that makes sense. They must all be fortitude tanks. Hello there, Marky.
I just realized something.
Huh?
What is it all of a sudden?
You see?
Maki, you have a really nice style.
What? Is that seriously all?
Oh, did I surprise you? I've always admired you, so I just couldn't keep that in.
Honestly, understandable, Sayaka.
You're slender with long limbs, but have a nicely toned physique thanks to exercise.
Sorry.
Oop, sorry for staring.
Weirdo.
I'm not even a rival idol, but you sure are looking at me like I am one.
Well, I mean, you could be. I'm thinking about feminine charm pretty much every single day. It's kind of part of the job. I'm always trying to refine my vision of the ideal idol. But my ideal isn't necessarily everyone's.
True. Good. Yeah. Good way to think about that. Being an entertainer must be tough.
How about you, Maki? Do you have a vision of what you consider the ideal, most wonderful girl?
No.
So what?
Not really.
I see.
Actually, maybe I do. Although it's not an idol. It's just a normal girl who doesn't have any closeted responsibilities. What? Well, I guess, you know, don't have to negotiate pay.
What?
Nothing.
Oh? What kind of girl is it?
So what?
Yeah, I thought so.
Ordinary. Someone who isn't glittery and flashy like you. A lonely crybaby, but gentle and kind. That kind of girl sounds wonderful to me.
Are you describing a friend of yours?
That's true.
Something like that.
Yeah. The old friend in the backstory.
You see?
Someone to share memories with and cherish. I wouldn't stand a chance against someone like that.
Huh?
But that's why...
An idol may glitter and shine, but she has to share her smile with everyone around her.
Okay.
Even if I were the top idol in the world, I could never take that person's spot in your mind.
Well, I suppose that's true. She's still very much a part of me.
You see?
I can't be any one person's number one, which is why I can smile for people I don't even know. But that's the kind of idol I admire, and that's why I'm fine being that way.
That's true.
You had fans back at my orphanage.
Oh wow, way to bring down the house, Marky. No.
Huh?
Okay.
They imitated your songs and dances. They weren't great at it, of course, but they always had fun.
That's good.
And I'm glad that my smile could cheer up others out there. That's the kind of idol I strive to be.
Yeah, 'cause I mean, that is kinda based in her backstory, right? Like, she was so interested in idols. And I guess, like, it was the parasocial relationship, I suppose. It's not quite parasocial, but you know what I mean. The parasocial relationship of it that helped her get through her quite lonely childhood. So to her, like, the parasocial bit maybe isn't entirely a bad thing, if it can bring happiness to some people. Damn. But, god damn, I can't believe, oh man, I really am impressed that Sayaka is turning out to be one of my favorite routes. I really am. I guess I'm a Sayaka fan now, apparently. What do you know? There's a festival underway where you can try things unrelated to your talent. I'm working in the kitchen at the restaurant, helping people out as they need it.
I'm totally free, but some of the other staff seem to be having trouble. Can I help?
Kibo Tenko Kurokuma. Sure, let's hang out with Tenko.
How dare
I
you!
cannot believe I've allowed myself to waste your time over some damn degenerate males. So you had a dispute with some customers?
I'm sorry.
I'm terribly sorry. I know I should be spreading new Aikido instead of engaging in cat fights. Fortunately, they were your classmates, so I'm sure we can come to an amicable resolution.
I cheered her on as she begrudgingly apologized. Ah, well, that's progress. I don't imagine Tenko would often apologize, so good job, Sayaka. It's been a wild ride, but our time here is almost over. We're having a bonfire as a send-off.
If this is the end, why don't I make some memories all for myself?
Sing my favorite songs to my heart's content. I really do love being an idol. I like feeling like a princess now and then. As much as we haven't really seen Sonia, and I think it would be nice to bring in some Sonia. Let's just have some fun.
Thank you for the backing, Ibuki. It's a lot easier to sing along to an instrument.
Yes!
You can rely on me for whatever you need. Tonight, you have my guitar.
Hey!
That song just now? That was a popular idol song when we were kids, huh? Is it memorable for you? Yeah. It's what inspired me to become an idol.
I see.
I knew it. You can't be an idol without admiring idols, after all. I'll bet you that plenty of little tykes who are singing your songs will become idols themselves.
Okay.
If that's true, I couldn't be happier. I sang lots of songs I love.
Well, that was very sweet. Maybe we don't want to put people in the idol industry, but it was very sweet regardless. And yeah, I have brought Sayaka all the way to this point. We did beat this boss. I don't think we're going to defeat the human mono beast. I just don't think we have the turns for it, but if I get lucky and roll a 1, who knows?
The thing I want most right now is to stand on stage and show my fans what I've become.
Hope Fragment. Yeah, we didn't quite manage it, but damn, Sayaka looking pretty good there. Fast, tanky, strong, girl's the whole package. And level 99. If only the dice rolls went my way. Well, I'm not gonna keep us long, so let's grab these. Oh! Fun. Got a gold one too. Let's just go do our pulls. And then we'll be done. I probably should have saved this one for last, because I think this is a guaranteed... Oh no, it's a guaranteed rare, so it could be a present. A rare present, I know. Let's see what we got here. Lucky! Swimsuit Tsumugi. Okay, cool. Ah, the Christmas marquee. Cute. Another useless hero ball. And last but not least, swimsuit Shuichi! You're an episode too late, buddy. Well, let's see what we get here. That's up. Mon ami. And it is... Ultimate Monica! Cool, they have their, I guess they're gonna have their Mono Beast Gundam-y things with them. In the kids' official art. That's pretty cool! Several episodes too late for you, Monica, but pretty cool. Yeah, I didn't get us any extra ones, so not gonna keep us too long. This did end up being a 2-hour one. Not 2.5 hours like last time, though, which is great. So next time will be the finale. Wow. Wow. Yeah, see you guys then for some Gundam and Mihiru action. Hopefully, I get a better Gundam card. If I don't... God damn it. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, leave a like, comment, subscribe, share it with your dog. But until then, I will see you... Well, I'll see you next time. But until then, goodbye. There we go. Don't flub the outro. I promise.